This carnivore Greek stew brings the cozy, savory flavors of the Mediterranean into a fully carnivore-friendly dish. Perfect for chilly nights or batch cooking, it gives you all the comfort of a classic Greek stew without the carbs. Just pure protein-rich goodness in every bite. For this carnivore Greek chicken stew recipe, we are going to be using 2 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs or drumsticks, 3 large egg yolks, 1 cup of heavy cream or full-fat Greek yogurt, optional Parmesan cheese, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, 2 cups of chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter or ghee, and half a cup of feta cheese. For this recipe, we're using the Instant Pot. This one's the 6-quart size, which is perfect for family meals or batch cooking. If you don't have one yet, I'll drop the link in the description below so you can check it out. Go ahead and set your Instant Pot to sauté mode and make sure it's on normal heat for 30 minutes. Now add your butter or ghee. Here I'm using organic unsalted butter. Stir it around so it coats the bottom of the pot completely. This helps prevent sticking as we cook. While the pot is warming up, season your chicken thighs with salt. Then place them skin side down right into the pot. You'll see I'm using wooden tongs here. I like to avoid plastics where I can, especially when cooking hot food, to reduce exposure to microplastics and toxins. I usually stick to stainless steel, wood, or platinum silicone for kitchen tools. These tongs are made of walnut. Wood is naturally heat resistant and won't scratch your cookware, making it a safe and durable option in the kitchen. Plus, choosing high-quality natural material adds to a sense of intention and beauty to everyday cooking. Once the chicken thighs are in, season the underside with a bit more salt and let both sides brown for about 7 to 8 minutes each. Now, we're making this recipe in the Instant Pot today, but you can absolutely do this recipe on the stovetop too. Just head over to carnivorecollections.com for the stovetop version of the recipe card. That link is in the description below. Both methods give you delicious results, so choose the one that works best in your kitchen setup. The Instant Pot is great because if you want to set it and walk away, you can do that. It's especially good for tender, slow-cooked textures without the weight. If you're more hands-on and you love watching the stew come together, the stovetop version is just as rewarding. Once your chicken is nicely browned, go ahead and remove it from the pot, setting it aside. We'll be adding it back in a little later. And now it's time to pressure cook the chicken. Go ahead and pour in the chicken broth and be sure to scrape up all those flavorful browned bits at the bottom of the pot. That's where so much of the rich flavor comes from, so don't leave any behind. You'll see the broth deepen in color as it pulls up those savory juices. Then place the chicken back in the pot, skin side up this time, so it stays juicy while it cooks under pressure. This way, the skin also adds to the richness of the broth as it simmers. Now cancel the sauté mode and lock the lid in place. Set the Instant Pot pressure to cook on high for 15 minutes. While the chicken's cooking, let's prep the egg mixture. Grab a medium bowl. I personally enjoy using glass or stainless steel mixing bowls. Whisk your egg yolks until they're smooth and a little frothy. Then go ahead and whisk in the heavy cream or the Greek yogurt if you're using that until everything is evenly mixed. This will give the stew a rich, velvety finish once we stir it in later. And you'll want to keep the mixture at room temperature so it blends easily when the time comes. Once the timer goes off, let it sit for 5 minutes for a natural release. Then carefully quick release the rest of the pressure. And when the Instant Pot is ready and the chicken is done, go ahead and remove it from the pot and set it aside. You can cover it to keep it warm while we finish the rest of the broth. Now we're going to temper the mixture. We want to use about half a cup of that hot broth from the pot and slowly whisk it into the egg and cream mixture. When we're tempering eggs, we need to be careful not to scramble them, so just keep whisking as you pour. And be sure to do this slowly. I've sped up the video here so that we don't need to drag the timing out, but for yourself, please be sure to do it slowly. And now we're going to stir the tempered egg mixture back into the main pot. Let it heat gently, stirring often until the broth thickens into a creamy, silky texture. But be careful not to let it boil. And now we want to set the Instant Pot to sauté mode on low once the egg mixture is back in the pot. And it's always good to keep stirring throughout this whole process. You can return the chicken to the pot to keep it warm, or if you're ready to eat, you can start plating. Ladle the creamy broth over the chicken and garnish with crumbled feta or grated Parmesan cheese. And there you have it, a cozy, nourishing carnivore Greek chicken stew, cooked without too much effort and packed with a lot of flavor. If you enjoyed this recipe, be sure to give it a try in your own kitchen and share it with someone who loves a hearty, protein-rich meal. Thanks for cooking along with me, and until next time, enjoy every spoonful.